Hi guys, here is Mr. Christopher Ody, and today we're gonna talk about calculators. We're gonna learn today how to use calculators to find the tangent of an angle, and from the number of a tangent, how to get the angle. So I brought here three types of calculators. Okay, I have an online calculator, Desmos. I have Windows 7 calculator here, and I also have a scientific, unusual scientific calculator that most of students have carrying around. So let's start with how to find the tangent of an angle. Well, this is pretty simple. We just have to be aware that the calculator must be set in degrees, alright? So for Desmos, for example, you can set it here. You can't see radians, but you have to see degrees, alright? In Windows calculator, you should use degrees, okay? It's important to say that I'm using scientific calculator, okay? I have the standard version of it, but I'm using the scientific calculator. So it's in degrees. And for the physical ones, you have to see this little d here. If you are not able to see a d, if you are seeing another letter here, you must press shift and then you have to go to setup, okay? When you come here, you can see two options. You can see the option number 3, degrees, and the option number 4, radians. So we have to set number 3, alright? So degrees. Okay, with this set, let's go for the next step. How to find the tangent of any angle. And it's pretty simple. You have to write down the angle that you want, for example, 10. Okay, and then you ask for the tangent. But for most calculators, the function comes first. Okay, so you first write down the function tangent, and then the calculator is gonna ask you for the angle, and then you go there, 10, and then you find the tangent. All the numbers represent the tangent, okay? But usually we're gonna round it to 2 decimal places, maybe 3, depending on what the exercise is asking you. Alright? You can do the same for the others. Okay? For the Windows calculator, we're gonna start with the the angle 10, and then we ask for the tangent. Okay? Look, tangent, and we have the same number, 17632, 17632. So of course here we have more decimal places, but the number is actually the same, right? And for scientific calculators, for physical ones, we also start with the function tangent, and then we type the angle, and here it is, the tangent of the angle 10 degrees, right? So okay, let me start over all again. Let's use another angle. Let's use the angle 45. So let's go. Tangent of 45 is going to be equal to 1. Okay? The 45 tangent of 45 equal 1. Alright? And then tangent of 45 equal to 1. Alright guys? Fine. When you are studying the SOHCAHTOA rule, where we use the tangent, the sine, and the cosine of angles to find the other sides of the straight angled triangle, or when we want to find, we use the sides to find the angle. Usually we have a division to get the answer. We have a number which represents the tangent, and we want to find the angle that has that size of tangent. Alright? So how can we do it? It's gonna be like this. Okay, I know that the tangent of 45 is 1. But what if I have 1 in a test and I want to figure out if 1 represents the tangent of 45? So we must use something that we call the inverse tangent function. The inverse tangent function, okay? So for Desmos, you have to go to the function menu, and then you're gonna find this guy here, tangent powered to -1. This is the symbol for the inverse function of tangent, alright? So I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna ask, okay, if the tangent is equal 1, what is the angle? If the tangent is equal 1, what is the angle? So the calculator is giving me, well, the angle is going to be 45. Okay, 45. So let's see how can we find the same answer using the other calculators. Let's go for the Windows calculator. So now we are not going to use the tangent, but the inverse of tangent. So the answer is 1. So the tangent that we are looking, the angle that we are looking for has the tangent equal 1. Okay? So we have to use two buttons here. Inverse. So now you can see this symbol here, tangent powered to -1. And then I'm going to have the answer here, 45 degrees. Okay? And for electronic calculators, you will find the tangent of -1 by accessing the same button, but now using shift. Okay, so shift the tangent. So as you can see, we have tangent powered to -1 representing the inverse function of tangent, okay, of 1 equal to 45. Okay, 45. So these are ways to find an angle from the result of the tangent. Alright, from the result of tangent. We're going to use this function to solve some exercise involving the tangent ratio and also SOHCAHTOA exercise. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye.